Some of you guys have been asking for my aim routine, so here it is. I do this every day before I start playing the game, but it's pretty personalized to the amount of time I want to spend warming up, so I suggest to either modify or find your own aim training routine based on what you like. I start off with the deagle in the range by shooting practice spots. The point of this is to initially warm up your micro flick. The goal should not be to hit flicks, it should be to aim at the target and shoot so you don't miss. As you see, I'm missing some bots because I'm going a bit too fast, but if you're starting out, you should just be aiming at the head slowly and then clicking. It'll train your muscle memory to be consistent. Now for my warm-up routine, I like to add movement in here because movement is just as important as aim, but if you're starting out, it's pretty difficult to do this, so you can just stick with the aiming until you get a hang of that, and then you can go to movement. Again, the goal should be aiming at the head and making sure it is on the head before you shoot instead of just flicking and shooting. As you can see, there's a small delay before I shoot just to make sure I'm on their head. I usually do this for 1 to 2 songs or until I feel like my counter strafing and aim is consistent. And then for the next step, I go on easy bots. The idea here is the same. You should be aiming first and then shooting. Again, I incorporate movement into my warm-up routine, but that's a bit more advanced if you're not used to it. So if you're starting out, just stick to the aim and then move on to movement when you're comfortable with the aim. I like to reset to the middle plank after every bot, as it sort of creates a control for my counter strafing, but if you're just aiming without any movement, you don't really have to. Once I'm done with easy bots, I pull out the Vandal and have it on practice again, and then I aim in and spray transfer the bot. Here the point for me is reaction time rather than aim, so I don't take my time lining up the shot, I just spray transfer to the next head. This helps keep my spray transfers and target switching consistent. Move around the range to get a warm up of different ranges, but again that is also just personal preference. I do this intermediary part for another 1 to 2 songs, or until I feel like my spray transfers are consistently hitting. And then I move on to medium bots. Just as with easy bots, the goal is the same. You should aim before you shoot. Try not to shoot until you're confident that it's on their head. It's okay if the bots despawn, as long as you have the crosshair on their head before you shoot. This helps me practice my Vandal burst firing and counter strafing. Again, I have to emphasize that it's okay if the bots despawn, as long as you have the crosshair on their head, and that every bullet you shoot is a definite kill. After medium bots, I do the same thing I did before when I was zoomed in, except I do it no scope this time. This is a bit harder to do, but it's more realistic than if you were just aiming in all the time. I do this too for 1 to 2 songs on Spotify, and when I feel like I'm confident in my spray transfers, I exit the range and play 1 deathmatch. I'm not going to show that part because it's pretty self-explanatory, but all you really got to do is to mimic what you've been doing in this practice range in the deathmatch. As in, take your time to make sure that the shot is on the head before you shoot, and if you want to get advanced, counter strafe after every burst with the Vandal or just tap with a Sheriff. And then I keep calm. That's it. Hope you all enjoyed. Let me know what other videos I should do. Subscribe if you haven't already, and thanks for watching.
Trap destroyed. My ult is ready.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my god.
Last player standing. Spike down A.
They're dead. Dead.
One enemy remaining.
Flash if you wanna play.
You're gonna flash out.
One enemy remaining.
There.
Flawless.
Your lyrics are going crazy right now, bro.
Stay down. Night night. One enemy remaining.
Good attempt.
Good shit, Xeffo. I'm gonna stun you. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Stunning you.
78 to 7 on site. Outspawn, stairs, upstairs. But Raiders on site, open spawn. That's on site,
Stars. Basu, what's with you?
Yes! My clamp!
You mean today?
What the fuck?
Remaining.
shot mid. I think he.
Oh, I'm good. Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?